Hi everyone, a few introduction to my pattern making class, and I want to show you what tools you will need. This is our square ruler or L square ruler, right? You will need that square rule. You will need also a French curve. It's for curving the hip or any could be an armhole also. This is also called a hip curve. You will need that also, the hip curve. You will also need a ruler. I have here a 2-inch wide by 18 inches long ruler with a grid that helps you. You will also need a smaller one, which is 1 inch wide. As you can see, it's 1 inch wide by 12 inches. This is for measuring the armhole. You will need a French curve here for the armhole, right, to curve out the armhole. You will need a notcher, right? This is going to notch the patterns. And you will need a tracing wheel. Notice my tracing wheel is different. It is very pointy as opposed to the others I might be familiar with that comes in a home sewing machine. So this is particularly for pattern making. You will need coloring pencils, also a marker tool, pencil, pen, and we are going to get started with our pattern making class. So first we are going to learn how to make a sloper, and we will need all of these tools. We also will need weights to hold down our pattern paper, and the weights are also used to hold down fabric, the pattern on top of the fabric when we need to cut anything to start sewing anything. So this is also our pattern paper here. We will need it. This is our big roll that I have here, big piece, but we need our pattern paper. Some pattern paper come with the numbers or dots on it. You will need that one. You will also need an oak tag paper here. We call it oak tag. This is what you make the sloper from. You can also make the pattern with this if you're going to do a production. I put it on the oak tag also, and there are two sides to it. It doesn't matter which side you use. I just wind this up because I wanted to show, put my pattern on it or a sloper on it later on. So once we have all those tools, you will need tape also, and you will need a stapler. Yes, and this is pretty much, these are the tools that you will need to start your tape measure. I have one here. You will also need a tape measure, and let's start with getting the measurements and we can roll from there. And that's it for today.